Hello, my name is Allison Clark, and welcome to Chapter 6 of Anastasia Goodstein's Totally Wired. This chapter is entitled Teaching the Teachers. The University of Nashville was founded in 1892. This was a demonstration school where teachers from the college could practice teaching. Today, this school is one of the city's most popular independent schools. Let's take a look at back then and now. In the 1980s, the University of Nashville classes were taught using the traditional chalkboard, pencil, and papers. There were no computers or cell phones and very limited technologies. Today, teaching consists of computers everywhere, to the extent where teachers even have their own web pages. Schools had to evolve in order to try and catch up with its totally wired students. Tamalpais High School, also known as Tam High, located in Mill Valley, California, has the highest per capita income of any country in the United States. In the book, they spoke to 3 students to learn about how teachers were adapting to new technologies. With new technologies rising, it's obvious what teachers have to do. They have to adapt so that they can bring these new technologies and programs into the classroom. As a result, we've seen that instead of students traditionally, like back in the days, bringing in their essays typed to class, they now email them to their teachers. As an outcome, students take teachers' use of technologies for every task as an excuse to either delay or not do some of their work. These excuses have changed throughout the years, but technically, they're the same. We know of the traditional, my dog ate my homework, but now kids are doing this by, for example, having an assignment that needs to be emailed to the teacher. A student will send a blank email and blame it on technology, or say that they didn't have the specific program necessary to do their homework, and so it just didn't get done. With wiring schools, one of the most important things to remember for teachers, parents, and elders is that many of today's teens grew up in a technological world, whereas many adults grew up without computers. These teens are so dependent on it that it's almost an innate part of their lifestyle, which makes it difficult for teachers when teaching these technologies because they don't have the experience that kids have, and teachers are faced with the ideal that they have to go out and learn these programs before they teach them. With wiring schools, there are many struggles, and one of the most important things to realize is we still live in a digital divide. So this is when not all students have access to the same things. For example, whereas one student may have a computer or a cell phone with internet access, another student may not have a computer at all, or might have a computer but not have access to the internet, therefore making it hard for them to research or find whatever necessary information they need for their homework, as well as emailing their homework over. So, even though the traditional pencil and paper might be a little boring, not everyone has access to computers. Well, now it's time for the teachers to do the learning. Now what? There's a lack of training teachers with these new technologies in schools, and in most instances, teachers are forced to go out on their own and explore and figure out how to use these programs. They don't have someone teaching them, and so they may be using the programs incorrectly, or they might not be using it to the best of their ability. At times, students have even had to teach themselves because of the lack of a teacher's knowledge. Now, is it more important to integrate these technologies into lesson plans and not have the teachers knowing them 100% and teaching them efficiently, or engaging the students, having the students work with the teacher to teach these lessons, and kind of learning these technologies together? In conclusion, technology is a great new advancement to the classroom if used correctly. It can be a distraction for students